Did you know that your worry is only as big as a gap between you and God? Did you know that? Welcome back to another episode of the Empower Her series. It's your girl Nana, and this is the show we educate to elevate and aspire to inspire.
Today's word reads, "But if I were you, I would appeal to God. I will lay my cause before him. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted." Job 5:8-9.
Thank you so much for tuning in on yet another episode of the Empower Her series. Thank you so much for sticking with your girl. Thank you so much. I am so grateful and appreciative of you for even clicking on the link to watch me. Okay. This week's episode is a Q&A because later on last week I posted that it would be a Q&A and send me your questions, and you guys did a whole bunch of questions. That's very intuitive, and I'm actually so excited talk about it. So thank you for sending in questions, and I don't want to keep it long, so let me just get right into it so you don't have to listen to me for 30 minutes about whatever. So let's get to it. The first question that I got was, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? So I actually visited a friend of mine, and she has a YouTube channel, and she told me, hey, Anna, we were bored, hey, Anna, let's do, I think we did, I forgot what the recording was about, but she's like, let's just do the YouTube video because I'm bored, you're bored right now. And we actually did 2 shows, and afterwards, and I was like, yo, this is so fun. All you have to do is be yourself and smile at the camera and talk, and I love the camera. And I had already have my passion for women empowerment. So once that clicked for me, that why didn't I bring my passion for women empowerment to YouTube? Because YouTube is booming now. Everyone is doing YouTube. It's cool, it's fun, it's chill, and it's a way to spread my passion globally, internationally, in a way. You know what I'm saying? So it's why not start YouTube? I got time. Not really. But yeah. The second question is, what was the progress? So as soon as I made up my mind to start a YouTube channel, I actually YouTubed how to YouTube. I YouTubed how to be a YouTuber. Yeah, I YouTube a lot about how to start, what techniques you need when creating a thumbnail, the apps you use. There's so much that goes into this, you guys. There's 3 different apps I use just to edit. And then I also googled how to make it attractive, how to build a channel, how to just a whole bunch of stuff to just get the most information I can as possible. And once I got over that hurdle of starting, it became very easy for me. I went to Amazon, I got my equipment, I got 2 umbrella lights thingy. Yeah, I don't know how to explain to you guys. I use my phone to record because I'm a beginner, and I have my tripod thingy that I use my phone, that I used to hold my phone to record me. So I got to invest in myself. I also got a whole bunch of different backgrounds. As you can see in my video, my step was watching YouTube, how to be a YouTuber, and then my second was actually investing in it and getting the equipment. And then my third thing that I actually did throughout the whole thing was planning it. How do I want it to look like? I actually have it down written on my notes, a whole bunch of notes on my phone, who I want to be on the show, what topics do I have, what do I want to record, how should the show look like, everything. Just I'm a planner, so I planned a lot about how the show would go. And then I started. Third question is, how did I know it was something God wanted me to do? Women empowerment or YouTube? I'm assuming women empowerment. So with women empowerment, once I figured out this is my passion, this is something I want to do, and I jumped in and I actually did a show in Columbus, Ohio about women empowerment, where I had a panel of 5 women, all ages, and it was a show that I did, live show that I did, and it wasn't greatly attended, but every person that was there was about 30 people. Every person that was there came up to me, literally every single one came up to me Nana, keep doing this, don't stop, keep doing it, don't stop, I love what you're doing, this is needed. I just kept hearing confirmation after confirmation and confirmation. And once I realized that when you're walking in God's will, he definitely supplies his will. Things came, I don't want to say it came easy, but things went hard for me. I love doing it. I love sitting down and talking to my phone and recording it and sending it to you guys. I love thinking about questions. I love scheduling appointments. I love editing. Everything about it I love and I accept so greatly. Like, it's not like, oh my God, here we go again, I gotta do another show. Like, that's how I know God wants me to do it, because he has already given me the equipment. He has already given me the love and joy that I get from doing it. He has given me the confirmation. Like, literally everyone that came that night inspired me, encouraged and motivated me so much not to start there. And like, I see myself doing TV shows or live shows in front of 10,000 girls. I see myself doing interviews. Like, it's just, I see where God wants to take me with this, and I definitely believe this is my calling. This is what he wants me to do. So, question four. Okay. What goals do you have to grow your channel? So I am planning another live show this summer, and I'll definitely let you guys know about the details once it's like, you know, finalized and everything. So that's the way to grow my channel, networking. And actually what I'm planning is that the first hour before my show, I'm going to have at least 5 to 6 brands or companies, business to network amongst themselves. And if you come, you can, like, you know, get yourself amongst them, like a makeup artist. So these like local things that's like in Columbus, Ohio, that will bring them up as well. So networking is a way I can like grow my channel. And also I'm thinking about doing like merchandise where I have shirts, stickers, mugs that I'm not going to sell. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to make it and just distribute it. Like, whoever is near me, if I have one with me, I'm definitely just going to give it to you and have like my logo and stuff on it, so that when the person wears it or when the person has a sticker on their car or whatever, or drinking a coffee, like someone's going to see like, hey, what is that? And then that's a way for me to like spread the movements in a way. If you get me. Onwards to question 5. My favorite number is 5, you guys. You don't care, but yeah. Okay, so what advice will you give the first year students? What advice will I give the first year students? What advice will I give the first year students? Sis! Okay, really all I have to say is first and foremost, God. Like, I say this a lot. Did you know that your worry is only as big as a gap between you and God? Did you know that? Like, with me, when I start worrying, I'm like, oh, where did my faith go? Why am I worrying? Where did my faith go? And like, God said he would do it, so why am I stressed? You know what I'm saying? But needless to say that, put God first. No matter what it is, I don't care what it is, put God first. Just talk to God like he's your best friend. Journal, like, pray. Put God first. Whatever you have to do to make sure God is in your life, whatever you have to do to make sure God is first, put him first. Like, period, point blank. I can't go into details. I can't go to further details. It's like, it's you and him relationship. Make sure you and him are like this, and you'll pull through. The second thing I would say is make sure your GPA is set, and it's set high your first year, because I don't know, like in high school, it's exactly like high school, where your GPA starts your freshman year. If your GPA is not very good your freshman year, and you struggle your sophomore year, you struggle your junior year, you struggle your junior year, your senior year, I said junior year twice, you struggle your senior year, then your GPA is going to just go lower and lower and lower and lower. So set the bar high your first year. Set your GPA high first, like above a 3.5. So then if you struggle the sophomore year, you struggle your senior year, your junior, whatnot, your GPA is going to drop down to like a 1.8. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have room to fail, honestly, because failure is going to come into play. You're going to have to set room for failure when it comes to GPA, because when it comes to you fail a class and whatnot, I'm not saying you will, but sometimes it happens. It's part of the college journey, honestly. But you have to set room for, like, if you fail a class, it won't drop you down to like a 1 point something, you know what I'm saying? So your first year, definitely set your GPA high. Like, your GPA has to be skyrocket high. So just in case life hits you and hits you hard, you are safe. You are in a good spectrum of GPA, and you can graduate and get your job and degree and whatnot. So I definitely believe that is 1 is God, 2 is setting your GPA high, and 3 is prioritizing yourself. Be responsible, because you technically on your own, you know, you have your freedom to do whatever, but prioritize what is most needed. Your education, like, you are spending over $10,000. Some people are spending over $30,000 for education for 1 semester. Like, don't waste that money. Focus and set your priorities straight. It's hard because you want to go out and party and whatnot, but set your priorities straight. Be responsible in your education. Be responsible that you are the person responsible for making sure you get a degree. Your parents can support you to a certain limit. Your friends can support you to a certain limit. But when it all comes down to you being responsible, turn in your homework, do your homework, study for a test, get A's. Like, be responsible. That's what matters. Period, point blank. Okay, I think I'm on question 6. I don't know. Okay. What is the most annoying thing about YouTube? I would have to say uploading. Oh my goodness, I am probably like the most impatient person ever, and I have to upload, and the upload takes like 1 hour and 30 minutes. And like the process to upload into it can be a pain because I use my phone to record, right? So I have to airdrop my phone to my laptop to edit on my laptop, and then if the file is too big, I have to airdrop back to my phone to upload it. When I upload my phone, it takes like 1 hour, a little less than 1 hour. But when I'm uploading straight from my laptop, it takes like 5 hours. If it wants to take 5 hours, it takes 5 hours. Like literally, like the downloaded thing will show, and then sometimes I just stop in the middle, like I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going to download, I'm not going to upload it for you. But yeah, I would definitely have to say uploading is the most annoying thing about YouTube. And also, whenever I share my link with people, I feel like I am stressing y'all out. I feel like I'm annoying y'all, and it's annoying for me to feel that way. You guys are probably waiting for me to share with you, I don't know. But sometimes when I'm sending out and posting on every social media, I'm like, nah, you're bothering these people, you are annoying these people, like leave them alone. But I have to share it. I have to share. Question 7, I believe. What has college taught you about yourself and others? So about me, college has definitely taught me how do I say it? Like how to be alone, if that makes sense. Because at home I have like 3 siblings, and both my parents are home. So whenever I'm home, like no one is literally. Whenever I'm home, everyone is like, we're all loud. Whenever we're all together, we're all loud, making noise, and either my mom is in my room, my siblings are in my room, something. And I'm never really alone, so I never really had that long time to think to myself, or to meditate, or to just like enjoy my company. So definitely being alone in college taught me how to love being alone and what I can do in the time of loneliness, you know. Like I've learned to listen to sermons more. My relationship with God has grown even stronger because when I'm alone with nothing to do, I will open my Bible or I'll listen to a sermon or something. I've learned to gather my thoughts and manage my emotions. I've learned how to grow, I guess, in a way, to make it all come into one big conclusion. Like college has taught me how to grow individually and by myself. Yeah. And what has college taught you about others? So I go to this is funny to me whenever I say, like, I go to a school where it's kind of like a rural area, like out in the country-ish, and meeting new people and being in new environments, I first thought, what is this? Like, I remember my first weekend here, I went to the downtown and I saw an alpaca. Alpaca, I think, like, I don't say pronounce it. Those of you don't know what an alpaca is, it's like a llama. Imagine going to downtown, you see a llama walking down the street, like, yeah. To me, everything was like a cultural shock and everything was weird to me. But one thing I learned was that if something seems out of pocket to me, if something seems like out of the norm to me, just accept it. And I keep telling myself, love on them, and not just love on them. That's what you can just love on them. It is different from what you know, but love on them. It is different from what you know, but love on them. It is different from what you've been hearing, but love on them. It's different from what you've been around with, but love on them. So I think what college has taught me about others is just how easy it is to love on other people. Like, you don't have to be what you want them to be to accept them. Just accept them the way they are and love on them. This question is funny. What are your plans after graduation? Since I don't know. So I'm playing. So I plan to get a job and work in that, and also I plan to get my master's in the next maybe a year or 2. And also I plan to really focus a lot on EmpowHER, like my YouTube channel, because this is something I really want to do. I want a TV show like one day in the future. I want to speak in front of 10,000 women one day in the future. So definitely focus more like where my heart is and my passion is at. But also get a job so I can actually eat and survive. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, in the next 5 years, one of my biggest aspirations is to be a wife and a mother. So in the next 5 years, I am praying and hoping I get to be a wife and a mother. And also, another thing is I love being a helper, I love being a giver. So I want to be a woman of the community. So in the next 5 years, I see myself like my career is booming. I am in my element. I am in my prime time. I am shining. I am glowing. I am growing. And just like everything is just good. I'm somebody's wife. I'm somebody's mother. I am traveling around the world to speak, and it's just next 5 years looks sweet. You know what I'm saying? So question number next. I don't know. Anyway, what inspires you? Family. My family inspires me so much because I want the best for them. I want to make sure they know I got them. I want to put myself in a place where it supports them and loves them unconditionally. I want my family to be secure and comfortable. My future family and my family now. My family now supports me so much, and they inspire me to be better. They inspire me to push forward, and to just, their support makes me who I am. And what inspires me most will have to be my future family. Like, the way I see my kids, the way I see my life, my husband, the way I see my future, it inspires me now to work hard so I can be where I want to be, where I can be where I see myself being, if that makes sense. So my biggest inspiration is definitely family now and family in the future. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Oh my god, I love Granny Lee. I love my friend Gina's channel because I was featured in it, I'm just saying. But I love her channel. I also love church channels like Transformation Church, Elevation Church, and Relentless Church. I love Sarah Jakes Roberts. Whenever she preaches, I'm just like, listen to it. I love Pastor Therese. I love Michael Todd, because that's Transformation Church. I love Pastor John Gray. I think her name is Tony Gaskins. Something like that. I just love channels that inspires me, like when I have a question about something and just have an answer, to have that communication for someone's like else's point of view. I love that kind of stuff. So my favorite teacher, Sophiology. I love Sophiology. That's my girl. What does being loved by family and friends and partner mean? Being loved by my family means a lot, because it's like, wow, you love me. I don't know how to explain it. Being loved by family puts me in a place of safety and comfort, that there is some people on this earth that is here to love me, to just push me and to just protect me. There's some people on this earth I know got my back no matter what, So being loved by family is definitely the biggest motivation. Excuse me. And also being loved by friends. Friends don't have to love you, Like I have my best friend Sandra. She doesn't have to love me, but she does anyway. It's like, wow, who's forcing you to love me? But it's nobody forcing you to love me. You love me just like that, just genuinely, even though I know you just like that. And it means so much to be like, wow, I'm loved. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me feel like all warm and fuzzy inside, that somebody actually loves me. They don't have to, because we're what's it called, family. Like being loved by friends is definitely one up. The last one was being loved by a partner. I don't have a partner yet, so I can't say much about it, but to what I aspire to be, I know being loved by my partner would mean the world to me. That again, you don't have to love me, but you choose to love me. You choose me, like, oof, powerful. Like, that's just that will make my world, to just know that that one person chooses to love me just like that. Wow. Okay, that's all the questions that I have time to answer. I'm so sorry this is very long. I really try to not talk a lot, but I can't. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I love doing the Q&As. I love getting to know you guys more as you guys get to know me and to digest what I'm about and what this channel is about. If you have more questions, don't worry, just send them to my way. I'll probably do another Q&A pretty soon. But in the time being, thank you so much. You mean so much to me. Like every viewer. So much. I will see you next week. Bye.